Drip too hard, don't stand too close. Fuck around.
I got drip sale. Got drip for sale.
I get the drip from my wall. 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 A bad bitch love no. I'm smoking dope to our sauce. Money coming from the vault. I get the drip from my wall. I get the drip from my wall.
Welcome back to the second episode of Weekly Drip Check. I got a special guest in the building today. None other than Bradford Wilson Golf, Mr. Dear Golf himself. How you doing, Brad?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me. This is
Man,
exciting.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, being a fellow dripster himself, because you do be dripping, you have that drip. So I definitely respect it, and I'm all for it, especially with this day and age and where the culture's at. I think that, I mean, Chris right now, I feel is leading the forefront in shoes in the shoe world by far. He is coming up with absolutely insane content, and as much as he's putting out, the quality is not. There's nothing to miss in the quality.
You don't miss, bro. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. He posts something fire every day.
Every day.
Like,
it blows my mind.
Like, I don't get it. I pride myself on being a creative human, but that's another level. Like I would look at his designs and then go and look at the original sneaker, and I'm like, oh, there are like 4 or 5 elements on his golf shoe that do not exist on the original sneaker. Like, he had to go through and like put the air bubble in, and the sole, and the golf spikes, and like change the where the laces like,
and it meshes, like it's put together so well that it's unbelievable to like seriously, the quality of every post, it just seems like it's tedious. Like, every detail that he had, like, the details go unmissed for sure. There's a difference between the ones I see from other people and as talented as Chris is, and what he puts into it is by far ahead of the game. So I feel like
I totally agree.
This fashion world right now in the golf culture is growing. We got so many good black-owned brands that are coming up. I mean, Trap Golf, of course. Shout out to Trap Golf. Side Golf. Who's the Blackball Golf?
Blackball. And not for nothing, like, I know that Macklemore is making this big push for Bogey Boys or Bogey Brothers, something.
Yes.
But it goes without saying that everything that he does as a professional musician or artist or entertainer is directly influenced from Black culture. So maybe the brand isn't Black owned, but all of his aesthetic choices and influences are a direct result of Black culture. So,
and he makes it known too. That's what I like. That's why I respect Macklemore, is because he makes it known. Like, he knows exactly where he got his style from. He makes it known. I mean, the thrift store, I definitely see where he's going. Now, there's some things I would not rock whatsoever that he has, but I definitely see the vintage look that he's going for, and I respect the vintage drip all the way. So, no, yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Look at my drip, my swag. Look at my drip, my swag. Look at my
So, tell me a little bit about this Trap Golf photo shoot that you did.
So, okay, I linked up with Sophie and Derek McFall. They are photographers. They live here in LA. Avid golfers, and they do product photo shoots. They work with a bunch of different brands, and just from connecting on Instagram, they reached out like, hey, we're playing. Actually, we started talking just like, hey, would love to play together. That's how the conversation started. And then as the date came closer, Sophie reached out like, hey, I have a have a ball that I'm shooting today. Like we're playing on this date, yes, but we're going and we're shooting content. I mean, if you're down, like, you know, if you have anything you want to shoot, like, bring it. This brand, Primo Golf Apparel, sent some pants out to me to be photographed. So Sophie coordinated that, and she was like, bring them up to the golf course, we'll shoot it, we'll have a good time. And the shoot was primarily focused on the pants. So, but what came as a result was these shots, these amazing shots of my whole outfit, and with special attention to the trap golf hat, because that's the thing that got the attention, was the trap golf hat.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody asked me about the pants.
I like Primo Golf. I definitely need to get some of their pants, because I definitely like the Primo Golf apparel.
Yeah, man. I was really pleased with these pants. They were comfortable. I said publicly before, I have a fat butt. Like, I have a healthy set of cheeks on my backside. So I appreciated the fabric, you know, moving with me, you know, moving my golf swing, stooping down, looking at my putts, like the pants moved with me. So I appreciated that.
Yep, that's the same with me, man. It's that sports, all the riding the bike, doing all that stuff. It's really yeah, it's made it difficult. And me being 6'6" is the worst when it comes to pants. I can't ever find anything that's long enough for my legs, my gigantic long ass legs. So it's definitely hard. I like those pants, and they seem like they fit well. And some of, like, the Nike pants I have, yeah, it's Nike. I'm a Nike fiend. I'm a whore for Nike, but they don't fit right.
Yeah, you some of those big brands, they sometimes miss the mark, you know.
Yeah, they make them for no backs.
Right. Exactly. Who are golf pants made for? People with no ass, and I'm not one of those people. So shout out to Primo. Whoever your lead designer is obviously has an appreciation for the hind parts.
Most definitely. So yeah, I mean, as far as the pants, you had the Primo Golf. You had the Trap Golf hat, of course. Shout out to Trap Golf again. Well respected in the golf world, especially when it comes to the Black community. They have some pretty drippy stuff. And then as far as the polo and the sweatshirt, what were you wearing?
So the sweater was an Adidas Classic sweater, crew neck, that I found in the lost and found bin of my gym about 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's lit. Thrifting at its finest.
Yeah, I was working at this gym. That wasn't 6 years. It was 2-3 years ago. Working at this gym, you know, night shift, looking through the stuff, because this gym was at a prominent position in Hollywood. The people that go to this gym are wealthy. They leave behind all kinds of stuff. Found this lightly worn Adidas sweater. No brainer, I'm taking this. I went home immediately, washed it, and I still wear it to this day. And the polo is from Uniqlo. Uniqlo, Japanese-owned brand. They've got stores in most malls in America, I think, at this point. $20 polo. It's not necessarily a golf polo, but I like wearing my polos buttoned all the way up to the top. But this one had the collar buttons, and sometimes you can get away with unbuttoning the top and letting the collar buttons,
as long as the collar is together.
Exactly. We can't do bacon neck collars in over here. So I put it together, threw on the Jordans, and it just all came together.
Let me see you just some flavor in. Hey.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely the drip that caught my attention. Yeah, that's that whole drip, when you coordinate it from, I like the white hat, because if people don't know, the inside of the fives, the Wolf Grade 5 is white. So it has those white accents to really, you can throw a white hat on. But yeah, with the gray, and shout out to Adidas, by the way. They have the best outerwear golf stuff when it comes to like the cold weather, the fall golf apparel. They are killing the game. They're killing Nike 100%, and I will stand on that.
Adidas, probably, you saying that because Adidas got size 14s on their website.
And I used to work for them in college. Shout out to Adidas. Y'all really do have some of the greatest apparel and shoes outside of golf. When it comes to the golf sneakers, you got to pick that game up and bring some more originals in. But yeah, I mean, overall, that entire fit goes together well. Like the
appreciate
gray. So you had the Adidas sweatshirt, the gray sweatshirt, which was a lighter gray. But then the shoes, I mean, the shoes are that nubuck material. So there's 800 different grays in it already. So you could catch the light right and it makes it look perfect. Plus the darker gray with the lighter gray, I feel like goes together well. And yeah, overall, I give that a 10 out of 10 for sure. And not because you're sitting in front of me, because I will tell you I'm not afraid to speak my mind, but just I would rock that personally. So for me, it was a drip. 100% it's a drip. I'm not passing up on that because that is a fit that I've probably worn before I got my Wolf Grade 5s. I have the cool Grade 11s that I actually got destroyed. But yeah, overall that was a good good fit you put together, man.
I gotta try and recreate that somehow.
No, I've been seeing it. I mean, even on your personal page, like there's some photos that you have of mini photo shoots. Like you know how to dress. You ain't
Bro, I have to credit my partner, my girlfriend Mandy, because before I met her, I was a PE teacher and athletic director. So I was wearing khakis and golf polos like out. Like I would take her on a date with khakis and a golf polo, bro. Like
leave school, go right to the date.
Literally, when you gotta teach a basketball class at 9:30, but you got Avengers Endgame at 6:30. Yeah. That was my fit. That was my aesthetic before I met her. And I feel like I'm in a comfortable place now where I'm confident about my choices. Starting with this one. This is my favorite hoodie right now, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. From the bottom of my heart. Every time I see you in this, it makes me smile. Like it makes me genuinely happy. And to hear that you like that, like you love that sweatshirt, it's even more dear to my heart. So I appreciate that 100%. That shirt is actually going crazy right now, which is insane. That's the most sold shirt. You definitely got some sales from there. I appreciate that. Chris wearing it in his video got some sales from there. So y'all will be receiving a package very soon. Believe that. I appreciate y'all for real. I mean,
put in the work, man. It paid off. You got a winner over here.
Say they want the culture. Eat it up.
The culture. I mean, the culture of the golf fashion right now is going in a good spot. Especially, I mean, with you. You stay drippy, even like you're not highlighting it, but you are to people with that fashion sense. Like a golf fits, like you're like he could take that trap golf hat and your fit and make it insane. And I mean, trap golf of course is leading the way. Eastside golf is coming up though. I mean, being featured in GQ.
That's major, man.
That's crazy. I was like, oh yeah. I've been trying to get their socks forever, but they're always sold out. So,
bro, the demand is crazy. I've been trying to get that crew neck sweater for like a year, and it's not happening.
Yeah,
it's like top day.
I saw it on their site, like when they restocked. I saw it on their site for maybe 3-4 seconds before I went to go look at the socks like I always do, just to see if they're in stock too, and then go back, and I'm pretty sure everything was sold out after that.
It's a good problem to have, I guess.
It is a great problem to have. I mean, especially when you're a small upcoming company, it's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I see that's one thing, like with my merch is, yeah, I might have a few viral shirts here and there, but I'm definitely not trying to get in that lane, because I would rather spotlight the other brands that are out there right now. Like, my merch is for the hack life people, the people that support that. But as far as me, like, I'll rock it every now and then, but I want to rock that black ball golf polo. I want to rock the trap golf hat, or the east side hat, or the east side socks. And I want to spotlight them, and not just to, continue to say their names, because I know there's so many more. Black active golf that's coming up. Like, I want to be able to spotlight that and really bring attention to what's going on in the golf culture as far as fashion and shoes. Spotlight Chris, and it's great right now, and it's good to see.
It's exciting right now for sure, because I think we all feel like a boom is coming. Like the next chapter in golf is happening before our eyes.
Yeah. As soon as one of these black golfers hits that blue check, a content creator, not necessarily professional. When a content creator gets that blue check, it'll go up for all of us.
Hey, you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and
so
tumble it.
As the price of your fit though, because I did miss that. I want to get the price of this fit, because I know those shoes were a ticket.
See, let me roughly estimate. See, the sweater was free.
Yeah, now that's dope, because that's probably like an $80 to $100 sweater.
Yeah, easily. Like it's a high quality. I forget what like subset or what line it was in Adidas, but it was it's like a thick, like heavy kind of thing. So all right, let's see, the Primo pant. I know those are $90.
Yep.
See, the polo from Uniqlo, it's 20. J's, 220, 230. Okay. Let's go roundabout with the sweater. Let's call that 90. Okay. Okay, I have a number.
I'm gonna guess the fit total was $425.
Yeah, man, that's crazy to think about, that I walked around wearing that much clothing. Yeah, the number I have is 460.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I was right there. And that's what I want to highlight too in this series is people don't obviously realize how much they got on when they're walking around, how much money that is. Like, it's a bag to be walking around in some $230 Nike or some Jordans, or just Nike golf shoes, whatever. Then you got the pants. Obviously, they have to be a good moist wicking, good material.
Right.
I mean, because they have to withstand the movement, like you said, or the big asses for us big ass men.
Right.
And then, of course, you got, but you also have the polo. You said earlier, I believe it was about $20. So yeah, I mean, people don't get the price and what it takes to throw this together, and people are walking around with a bag and don't even know it.
I definitely didn't realize it. Like, I knew how much I spent on the shoes, and that's really all I took into account. I was like, all right, well, I know the shoes were like $220, $230, and then completely forgot how much I spent on the hat. Completely forgot how much value the sweater was. Completely forgot how much the pants were. Like I was just like, oh yeah, they're a pair of pants. Like,
Yeah, you're out here walking with a $500 fit, not even thinking about it. It's money.
That's wild. So that is also to say to black-owned golf brands, there is money to be made in that arena. There is money. There is a market there. So as long as brands like Hack Life Golf Apparel, as Eastside Golf, Trap Golf, Black Bald, as long as they exist, there is going to be a market for it.
As far as your photo shoot, A1, super dope. I applaud you on that. It's a drip for me, obviously, 10 for 10. I'm glad we got to talk about the culture of golf from Mr. Deer Golf himself, the culture speaker of our generation. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you gave me this idea to have you on this episode. It's absolutely great. It means the world to me for you to take time out of your day and get on. For the end of this, let us know if you'll drip or pass. My guy, Bradford Wilson Golf, Mr. Deer Golf himself. Thank you for coming through, bro. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you want to know where he got his drip from, just scroll back and you'll hear how he acquired his drip, his bag that he has on that he had no idea that it cost that much.
I did not.
Shout out to golf for taking all our money when it comes to, especially when it comes to this fashion shit. This has been another episode of Weekly Drip Check. If you haven't, go subscribe to Bradford's YouTube. It's absolutely dope. Bradford Wilson Golf. Go follow him on Instagram. Be sure to tune in to his Deer Golf episodes and stay up on the culture. I appreciate you for being a staple in this culture and in this influencing world. You're definitely doing a great job. We appreciate you over here. You got any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out?
First, let me say likewise, man. I love what you're doing. Everything over at Hack Life Golf Apparel is A1.
My guy.
I wouldn't be rocking it if it wasn't. So
my guy.
I want to shout out to Dennis over at Cut Golf. Thank you so much for providing me with balls to play, because as we know, balls are expensive. Shout out to Trap Golf, Aaron and Wayne. Shout out to my agent, Taylor. I love you for getting me on this Win Grips commercial. It's going crazy right now.
Shout out to Taylor.
Shout out to Taylor. She's hustling. And shout out to my mom for bringing me into this world.
Got to show appreciation to the women in our life.
Exactly.
Sure. Shout out to my guy, Bradford. Shout out to Roger. Shout out to my dog, Chris. You guys are definitely making a noise in this game, and it's something I'm trying to follow behind and see y'all at the top. So
doing it, brother.
Yeah, Bradford, I appreciate you coming through. My dog, it was a pleasure. Make sure y'all get y'all drip right so you don't end up on here, or you can end up on here and we can talk about how well your outfit was put together, like my dog Brad. So
appreciate you for having me, man.
Make sure y'all stay tuned. Peace out, y'all.